What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Trey, and as usual, I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm going to talk about the 2022 WNBA season and my predictions for it because, well, to be honest with you, it's a lot that can happen. It should be an exciting one, and I hope you watch it. But before we talk about that, please like, subscribe, comment, tell anybody about the show. My name is Trey. I'm host Get a Bucket. Now, like I said, we're going to talk about the WNBA 2022 season and my predictions. So my top storyline. First things first, I know it's a basketball show, but I do kind of want to just, be serious real quick. Brittney Griner, I hope she gets back home safe and sound. She's, kind of hemmed up in Russia over the weed charge, and it's unfortunate. I don't want anybody to be in prison in the States, let alone be in prison outside of it. That's not the best situation, so I really hope everything can work out, especially, she's a Russian, she's played for the Russian team before over there, so I would really hope that she gets some leniency and comes back home safe and sound. Praying for you, Brittney, hope you get back safe. Now, I'm also looking forward to seeing, outside of Brittney Griner's return, the defending champs. How do they do? A lot has happened over the offseason, so can they win it again? That'll be interesting to watch. A lot of teams are coming at them. They got a bullseye on their back now. Be good to see. Shout out to you, Candace Parker, for last season, by the way. Now, we also got Sue Bird and Sylvia Fowles, two greats in the history of the game. Possibly their last season. Maybe not for Sue Bird, but definitely for Sylvia Fowles. They will greatly be missed. Sylvia Fowles, all-time leading rebounder. Sue Bird, arguably the best point guard in the history of the game. One of the best winners. They'll be missed, especially if they're after the season. Then you also got the Storm, the Sun, and the Aces. Now, people, these are three teams that were actually really good. Like the Storm won it in 2020. The Sun and the Aces, they were predicted to win it last season and the season before. These are three good teams, but they just have fallen short over the last couple seasons. So my question is, can they re-emerge as the teams to beat? That's a really good storyline for me because, like I said, they slipped just a little bit, whether it's health reasons or whatever the case may be. So I just want to see how that dynamic changes. We also got the New York Liberty. Sabrina Ionescu, Benaje Laney, that team. They're actually young and up and coming, but the question is, can they now show that they're here? Can they take that next step? Remember, they almost beat the Phoenix Mercury, who barely lost to the Chicago Sky in last year's finals. And again, I said they're a young team. So can they take that next step and elevate? I want to see that for them. It'll be interesting. Then, Elena Delle Donne, one of the best players in the game. You could make the argument she was the best player in the game at one point in time for a couple seasons. And she just hasn't been healthy. That's been the main thing. And if she can reemerge and come back healthy, she's had back issues. Outside of having to carry the team on her back, she's had legitimate back issues. If she can get over that hump, we might have something. And I would love to see her get over that hump, no pun intended. But if she can't, that's going to be tough for the game. We'll miss something truly special that you don't get to see too often. But I do want to monitor that for the regular season. And then, I also kind of just, want to note the best position. As you guys can see, we have a couple of people that I just wanted to note. And maybe this list changes, maybe. But going forward into the season, this is what I'm looking at as the top players for each position. So, let's see how that shakes. But enough about them. Let's get popping with the predictions for the standings on the WNBA 2022 season. As you can see on the screen here, I'm proud to say this is my listing. I came up with my own rating system, I even found out, hey, dog, these are the top two starters and reserves for each team. These are the rankings for the starters and reserves within the WNBA, right? And that's how I came up with my standings, okay? So again, I feel very confident about these standings. And as you can see, the Chicago Sky are the number one seed. Now, I know you're peeping the Los Angeles Sparks are number two. That's not biased. I was actually surprised just as much as you guys. Not surprised because, again, we acquired a lot of people. I'm just saying, though, number two, that ain't bad. And if you peep, it's our bench. That's really what Like, that's really what's getting the job done. When I look at the other teams, it's like, all right, cool, got you. But our bench is really, really strong. Okay, so I appreciate that. And if you compare this standing to last year's standing, it's a little bit different. All right, yeah, it's a lot bit different. Yeah, there's a couple changes. So like I said, this should be an exciting season to see just off the comparisons. Like, bro, 2021 versus 2022, that should be like just compare that alone. I would wonder, damn, what happened? Like what changed? Like, oh, a whole bunch of storylines, a whole bunch of battles, a whole bunch of rivalries can take place. Interesting to see. I'll be sure to talk about it during the season. Now, my playoff predictions. I like these playoffs, bro. Because for starters, we got a new playoff format. It's not the single elimination for the first 2 rounds anymore. It's first round, 3 games. First round, we get 3 games, baby. Talk to me. It's a couple years late, but hey, we'll take it. And then after that, round 2, you get 5. And then the final round, you get 5. Wish they could throw it at 7, but hey, you know what it is, what it is. We'll take 5. Now, as y'all can see, we got the Sky versus the Aces, the Liberty versus the Storm, the Sparks versus the Sun, and the Mercury versus the Lynx. I'll keep this one very short, very brief. I'm going to take the Sky to win this series, just to be honest with you guys. They're the better team. Now, I get it. The Aces, like I said, can they reemerge? They do have talent. They can win this series, but I think the Sky are more disciplined, and they have equal talent. So, they should win. Now, the Liberty versus the Storm, I did state that the Liberty barely lost to the Mercury last year. But to be fair, the Storm weren't healthy last year. Like, you know, so a healthy Storm team, and again, all of this is barring health, right? Like, everyone's healthy. So a healthy Storm team, Breonna Stewart, Sue Bird, Jewel Lloyd, that should be this New York Liberty team. So that's my personal opinion. They have the experience, they have the talent. That should eclipse the Liberty. Unfortunately, they might be here. Just the Storm are as well. No, it's a little stormy. Then you got the Sparks versus the Sun. The Sun are a tough team. Okay, Jonquel Jones was a former MVP. They just underperformed last season. But guess what, though? They did acquire Courtney Williams, and I'm assuming Courtney Williams is going to ball out, barring she can play. She can play, it's just, you know, she had a little court case. So, can she play? We'll find out. I think she'll be fine. But that does well because, you know what? Last year, the guard position was their issue. So, they can beat my Sparks. But I'm sticking with my rating and a little bit of my bias. And also, hey, I like the team we have. Neko Agumake, Chanel Agumake, Liz Cambage. We out there. We got a whole bunch of guards to pair with them. I think we're just going to be too deep. So we're going to win that easy. But, you know, like I said, I'm biased a little bit. It is what it is. And then we got the Mercury versus the Lynx. Unfortunately, this is where Sylvia Fowles might end her career in the first round. I hate it for her. I wish she can go a little further. I just don't see them beating the Mercury. Now, maybe they can, because, you know, like I said, hopefully Brittney Griner can play. Hopefully Brittney Griner will be back, healthy, and available. Not just to play, just, you know, back and healthy. They're the better team. They really truly are. Skylar Diggins-Smith. You got even Tina Charles, someone that they could bring off the bench. She's a quality player, bro. Like, phenomenal. Led the league in scoring last year. And is not a spring chicken, no disrespect. No disrespect. Just saying she can get a bucket. And you still got Diana Taurasi. I think that's just going to be too much for the Lynx. So again, that's how the first round should go, at least in my book. And it's going to pair nicely with a quality second round. That'll feature the Sky versus the Storm and the Sparks versus the Mercury. And I love this because you got, for the Sky versus the Storm, Candace Parker versus Breonna Stewart. You like it, you love it, you gotta have it. That's why we going Cold Stone with it, because these are arguably two of the best players in the game. Definitely my top 2 power forwards. I told y'all is one of the matchups I had earlier. Remember that. And then you also have Sue Bird. There's Courtney Vandersloot, and Courtney Vandersloot is the best point guard in the WNBA right now. And Sue Bird arguably might be the best point guard in the history of the game. And I think she's about 3rd, maybe 4th, no lower than 5th. No lower than 5th. That's what the matchup we have. Like, that's going to be a quality pairing, bro. Just compare the starters and reserves for the teams. Like, you see the names? Bro, it's going to be a phenomenal matchup. And I have the Sky winning that one, unfortunately, for the Storm. I just think they're better right now. Again, they're deeper. They're more, not more experienced. The Storm bench, I just don't have it. I don't have enough faith in it outlasting the Sky, unfortunately. You know, storms happen in skies, but it'll be clear blue skies today. And then the Sparks versus the Mercury. I hate to do it to you, DT. I know you said you wanted to play for our team. You still can. There's a possibility. You're just not going to beat us. We have enough pieces, one, at the height position again. Liz Cambage, 6'8". And then we got enough versatile forwards to throw at you. Also, a lot of guards. So y'all got to defend. Skylar, you got to defend, which I know you can. But constantly, that's going to affect your offense at some point in time. It has to. And we have people who are dedicated on the defensive end. So I'm just saying, we have the advantage, and I think we'll end up winning this matchup. And I like this storyline. Because for the finals, you have Candace Parker and the Chicago Sky versus Nneka Ogwumike versus the Los Angeles Sparks. I know, like I said, I'm biased, bro. Candace Parker, we drafted her. The Sparks, we did. So I would love to see CP versus her old team. That would be, you know what? I did the same thing on the NBA side. I'm gonna do a wish list game for the finals for the WNBA. So I hope you all enjoyed this, but hey, let me know what you all think in the comment section below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Did I mess up on any of the teams? How are my standings looking? Do you like the playoffs? Not just like it, like, oh, it's entertaining, but do you agree that's how the playoffs would shake out? I want all the smoke. So please let me know your thoughts and comments and below. I really want to hear your thoughts. But hey, like I said, my name is Trey, host of Get a Bucket. Hope you have a good one.
I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I gotta go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets right here, kid.